play a role.
They do.
And how your life shifts.
Yeah.
You know that feeling when you go and close your eyelids.
I do.
You see yourself on stage and mic and all the lights dim. And every groupie whispering, no, I like him. You can't fight him off, it's like a tiger brawl. When every bad bitch got a tighter bra.
Yeah.
Draws don't fit, pins slightly off. No off the leash, unsightly.
Another edition of Inside 585. We in the studio. We're gonna call this the HEXX edition. So you can see who my guest is. I'm my man Baggz, Magee, none other than. And we're gonna touch on music, videos, shows, everything. So first thing I want to know is how did the whole HEXX movement come about?
About 20 years ago, DJ Hub used to be in his attic, and he basically wanted to give artists a spot, you know, to come get their music out, you know, and not really, you know, the less fortunate artists that didn't really have money and everything. And about 2 years ago, Hub and Schizo, you know, they had their movement thing going above Maxwell's. They had a studio. I was actually introduced by my boy J. Rome. He brought me up. I met Hub and Schizo, and I met two great guys. And you know, they had the internet presence really going well. And you know, I was just a hungry artist, so you know, I basically just asked them, you know, can I run with this? You know, and you know, when I found out what the acronym really, you know, helping everyone escape exile, you know, I'm an outcast, you know what I'm saying? That's not every day you meet someone like that. So, you know, I basically, you know, bought into their teachings, you know what I'm saying, about being a good man and then letting music speak for you, and the movement just started rolling, you know, just.
Why would you consider yourself an outcast? As far as in the industry or just?
That period of life, you know what I'm saying, like, yeah. You always get, you know, there's always groups, cliques in life. It's you know, and when you tend to stand out from that, you know, and you try to make your own presence, you know, you're basically an outcast. You know, and it's, for me, it's more like, you know, I just do me. You know what I'm saying? So I always felt, you know, a little bit out of the circle.
Right.
You know, not as much nowadays. I can't lie about it, but you know, I still keep that about me. You know, because it adds that little bit of mysticness, I guess you could say.
Too,
yeah, it keeps you humble too. That's the truth.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, the ego can't grow.
So who are the members of official members of the HEXX movement?
Core members, you know what I'm saying? Because we got what we call core.
Right.
Because HEXX is like, if I go over 50, there's probably like 50 people that are part of it. But the core members would be Hub, Schizo, Nally the Boss, CeeLo the Buy, Magnificent J.O., Stick, J. Rome, and myself. And those are the core guys, you know what I'm saying, that we're always working together. And then we got Blast Blick, you know what I'm saying, who came aboard. You know, Nitty, you know, he's always down for the feature. Brooklyn, wow, a lot more.
Yeah.
Graveyard.
Right.
Man, there's a lot of us.
How long now? Graveyard, he's one of the newer.
Yeah, Grave's actually been up here for. See, a lot of people don't know this. They think he's a new member, but Grave came up when I first came up.
Okay.
He just finally started working on his own project. Grave, you can actually track back to my first CD that when I came up here and made Bags of Riches. Grave's on there 3 times with me. So I didn't meet Grave through music. I met Grave in the hood. You know what I'm saying? So different.
Yeah, shout out to Grave, man.
Yeah, Grave, man. You already know. So Grave ended up coming up. Then I met, you know, Nitty to Grave, and then Confession's another one. You know, a lot of upstate cypher guys mess with me.
Upstate cypher. And I do got history.
Yeah. So I grew up on 585 music, so you know, like I, you know, copping Little East, you know, mixtapes, Coaches, Sanats, Hassans, you know, UAP. You know, we're talking about. Yeah, I was young, so
yeah,
you know, I was
still, you know the history, you know the foundation of this shit.
Yeah.
As far as like a compilation, can we look for that? Like just big HEXX?
Oh yeah, we got HEXX versus Mike Powers was the first was the first one I was a part of. There's about 6 on Spotify, you know what I'm saying? They got the War Chapter Gold Edition. There's about 100 songs out on 6 albums through Spotify, Zoom, iTunes, all that. That's like the older HEXX. Newer HEXX is, we got HEXX versus Mike Powers, HEXX Too Hot for the Summer. And now we're finally going to sit down and write. Well, we got the HEXX Nation Volume 1 just dropped. But those are all compilations made off of our solo albums.
Right.
But we actually just started working on one that we're specifically writing all together, the core members, and that's HEXX Nation Brick Wall Bullies, which should possibly drop around October. Should finally wrap that up, and that'll be our first real one that we actually sat down and write specifically for that project.
Have y'all picked like a first track that y'all gonna release?
Yeah, we do. We do have one, and it's kind of a double. It's gonna be on Stickler's album and on the HEXX Nation. It's called "Mama Raised Me Up to Be a Rider." Okay. You know, and it's really crazy beat, and the tracks pretty much embodies that old stuff with the new stuff. You know, that's the sound we're kind of going for. You know, so
video too.
Yeah, it's gonna be a video. Gotta do a video. Gotta have a video. Oh man, that's the visuals are key with anything you do, man.
Yeah, especially now, everything's viral. So.
Everything's viral. Hip hop lives online. They say it's dead, but it's not.
It just moves.
Yeah, it just moves.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? You can go sell your trap CDs on the corner all day, but you know, hip hop lives through people's cell phones and their MP3s and their iPods. You know, so if you can make that switch, you can market. You know, and that's the truth.
As far as Baggz, as far as an upcoming project, what can we look for?
I got Baggz the Richest 3's about to drop. That's more commercial. You know, I won't. I'll keep it 100. It's more commercial. I had a lot of fun making that. It's my 3rd installment in the mixtape series, and Poverty Rose is coming, which is my album, which I can actually dub street album. I've worked really hard on it. It's pretty crazy. That's the video's out in Life Where I'm From, which is doing great. A lot of people like it. A lot of people like the track, and that's going pretty well. We're working on some major features and all. I actually got Emilio on there on track Born to Be Wild with Schizo and J.O. And I got a couple other ones that I don't want to go ahead and say yet because they're still in the mix. Got to make sure they get locked. But I think it's going to make a nice splash, man. Schizo asked me to give them me because not a lot of people know me. I always play the background. To tell you the truth. So Poverty Rose really is it's part of me. I grew up. So I went to 17 school. I lived on Orchard in Ghost Town. You know what I'm saying? Moved over to the east side on Cockney. So I always lived in the slums, and music became my way out of that. And that's really what Poverty Rose is. It really is crazy. So as far as new things coming up, shows, we got the HEXX Extravaganza. I don't know if it's going to be at Dublin right now because we had some bullshit happen on Saturday. We definitely are learning to keep our hands to ourselves, people. Some things go crazy, unfortunately. But we definitely got that coming up on 28th. We head back down to the Midwest starting August 31st. We'll be in Cincinnati there, opening up for Pastor Troy. And then we got a couple other ones lined up as far as when we hit the Midwest. The 27th August, we'll be in New York City performing for Coast to Coast with Benzino. Got voted onto that. So, just basically staying busy, and trying to really make this shit happen. And hopefully somewhere in the midst of that, we write a hit and bring it back home. And if not, we can keep grinding.
Bring it back home.
That's it.
That's what it's about, really.
Remember, artists, first thing I got to tell you, though, for me, personally, and like the way things are going, you got to get out. Love your city. It made you who you are. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what my music's about. This place made me who I am. I wouldn't want to be raised anywhere else. But you got to take it out of here to show them what it's like here. And that's the best light I can give you. You know what I'm saying? it don't take nothing but $40 in gas to go to Buffalo or Syracuse or go to Cleveland or, you know what I'm saying, or hit Utica or hit New York City's even $80. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to make it happen, you'll make it happen. You got no idea where God may put you, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, I would have never met Peter Parker, you know what I'm saying, Meek Mill's director, if I wasn't walking down through Philly, you know what I'm saying, with my headphones on and met someone with headphones on. That's real shit, you know what I'm saying? So you definitely got to just get out there and do your thing, man, and support anyone, you know what I'm saying? And obviously, you know, somebody doesn't, you know, if it's genuine love, make sure you support them and give them their time, you know what I'm saying? Because everyone's a fan, you know what I'm saying? So make sure you guys do that.
If they need to get in contact with Baggz, features, shows.
Shows, features, I don't really handle that for myself. You can hit me up on Facebook anytime, facebook.com/BaggsMcGee. My boy Magnificent J.O. just walked in the door. I don't know if he's gonna come over here and say what up.
Say whatever, he's got a live thing going on.
Yeah.
All right. How you doing, man? Yeah. What up, Brody? What up, everybody? J.O. 585.
Basically, go to facebook.com/schizoflows or HEXX. You hit up Schizo. As far as shows go, as far as features, just hit me in my inbox. I'm not no Hasidity guy. If you made a great track, you made great music, let's make some great music. I don't really put any type of rate on that. Let's just make some music and get out there and promote each other. And that's really what it's about. So.
Inside 585, Magee. Shouts out once again to the whole HEXX movement. We're doing it for the time.
Yo, it's your boy Baggs Magee. It's Inside 585. You already got to see me on the couch. You're gonna get to see me do what we do with my boys from the HEXX fam. Shout out to Juan. Shout out to Magee. Thank y'all for watching.
Leave my problems in the rear. What in the fuck could I possibly say? Drift in the pussy, I'm drifting away. Slip in the pussy, it'll rip you away. If you tempted to push it, but